Well, John, thanks for your time as always. 5 wins in a row now. What are your thoughts after that 2-1 win today?
Obviously delighted with the victory. I thought first half we were really professional, we played really well, and then second half, there was nothing in the game really, and the atmosphere was dead, and unfortunately we just gave them something to fight for, and it was a really poor decision from Dion, although I didn't think it was a penalty. But the way the lads dug in second half, we were well below par with the ball, but we were our usual selves, were defending the box for our lives and being really hard to play against.
What did you like in that first half then?
Just the way we went about our business, we knew they'd be very aggressive, they'd put balls in the right areas and try and play in our half, and I thought we combated that really well. We turned it onto them and we played some fantastic football in their half. The second goal was a brilliant goal, good footballing goal. So, overall the main thing is to get the victory. It was always going to be a really difficult afternoon for us, but the way the boys went about the business again was excellent.
Caught Morris on 10 goals for the season now. He scored 5 goals this week. I think we're running out of words to describe him, but another immense performance from him up front. Yeah,
and as you say, I think we spoke a lot about Carlton. All I'd say is, listen, he's a top player, fantastic role model for the boys, and most importantly, he's a top person. As a human being, he's different class, and we're very fortunate that he's at the football club with us. And we spoke about his role on and off the pitch, and he's playing that role fantastically well.
Patrick Adjuman got his second goal for Derby. It was his birthday yesterday as well, so nice for him to get back on the score sheet.
It was, and what a fantastic ball from Wardy. We knew that we'd be able to hurt him in that area, and the delivery was top draw, and what a header it was. It was really pleasing.
You've spoken about the squad quite a lot, and you mentioned Joe Ward last week, that a couple of weeks ago he wasn't even on the bench. He's now started 3 games in a row and he's got an assist in all of them. Is that again just a message to this group? Not only opportunities will come, but when they come, make sure you're ready.
Yeah, and over the course of 46 games, the whole squad needs to be used, and they will. And I think that's a prime example with Wardy being out of the team, not even on the bench. A couple of weeks ago, to come on in the way he's played, it's been excellent. That's his first 3-game week in 4 years, possibly. So listen, he's dedicated his life to get back, and now he's reaping the rewards.
I suppose the only sort of downside today, David Ozo going off early on with an injury. I know it's very early doors, but do you know much at this moment in time?
No, we don't, and I'm really disappointed. For David, he's been excellent over the last, since he's come back in the team, and he's obviously been pushing it, really pushing it for us and playing some fantastic football. And it looks like he's got a slight thigh strain. We'll have to see how bad that is on Monday. But listen, we'll get round him and we'll make sure he comes back even stronger.
That's 5 wins in a row that we said at the start of the interview. As well as getting maximum points, what's pleased you most from the side since that Oxford game? Because they've clearly shown that they can react to the highs and lows that a season brings.
Yeah, I think just the way they're growing and building and sticking together. I think we've had some really positive performances at the start of the season without getting our just rewards. And the Oxford game was a really disappointing performance, of course it was. But it's about the course of the season. We'll get another few performances again like that, I'm sure. But that's the Championship. It's relentless, and it's just important that we all stick together and go through the highs and the lows together, and we don't get too worried about things. As long as we keep believing in the process and the way we're doing our business, that's all I care about. And the group's getting stronger, we're getting players back fit, available, and we're really in a good place at the moment.
It's been a big effort. Is an international break at the right time?
I think so. I think even second half, I think the lads look very leggy. Second half against Hull as well. We're asking these players to go game after game, and I think it's come at the right time, so we can get a few rested now and get refreshed and ready to go again when we come back.